funny, ain't it? How a man spends his whole life running from death, and the first time he slows down and catches up wearing his own face. I thought I was untouchable. Smoke, shadow, silence. But the street don't love silence. It collects it, keeps it like dead. Every job, every hit, every night I said just one more. It was the universe keeping count.
October 28. Midnight hangs the city. Neon drips like sin.
They said we were gunslingers, men who make music from chaos. But I hear the music now, and it's not the guns, it's the violins. Maybe I was the melody all along.
Now he flinches at the stars. Every stop a coin that he lost. I whisper low, you better move, motherfucker, or you're gonna die real slow. He don't, so I let go of mercy. Watch him drop into the smoke. Ghost of my past ride, shotgun inside. Bullet stitched to hush. Neon brushstroke blur. I fade then return. Every mile's a lesson. Every corner I learn. Streets in my veins, but the future's my guide.
He stood by me when the city burned, when loyalty meant dying young and betrayal meant dying slow.
Funny how the world quiets down when the dead start speaking louder than the living. Every rose on this coffin got a story. Every petal paid for in blood. He ain't crying, he's remembering. That's worse. I carried sins heavier than the box, but today the weight feels different. These shells, they ain't empty. They're promises waiting to be collected.
Now look at us, two ghosts pretending we're still breathing. This weapon, it never cared who held it, only who deserved the last chapter. I told him once, and gunslingers don't retire. We just bury the ones who ran slower.
He thinks the funeral closes a door, but in my world, doors don't close. Fate don't move forward, it loops. Same faces, same guns, same mistakes. And when the loop resets, I'm coming for the one who started it. Be ready for me.
One day you'll understand. This funeral isn't his ending. It's your beginning. And fate don't negotiate.
Rolex tick, dashboard flip, future in my grip. All paint face in the glass, frozen in time.
Something went wrong.
I heard.
He wasn't supposed to walk away from that rooftop. He saw too much more than I planned for.
I'll fix that.
If he talks, everything we built burns.
I saw the hesitation in his eyes. It won't happen again.
Do it clean, do it fast, and leave no weight behind.
Consider it done.
You understand what I'm asking, right?
You'll have your silence.
Rolex tick, dashboard flip, future in my grip. All paint face in the glass, frozen in time.
And if he tries to run, I'll drag him back myself. By dawn, the city won't remember his name.
He cannot reach him, not before you reach him. You know the cost if he does.
I'll get to him before he gets to anyone.
I got a hoodie, Rolex heavy on my wrist. He dangles off the balcony, like on a fraying string.
If he's breathing, he's a threat.
I clock the heartbeat, hush. I'm listening for what he'll bring. I beat him down to silence, made him learn the cost.
No noise, no witness, no loose ends. The gun was never my weapon, it was my mirror. I thought I'd die standing. Who's there?
My Glock sings lullabies, every note is verdict still. I'm not the judge, I'm the silence that makes the city kneel. Falling through the skyline, echoes his name. I fire through the raindrops, ash and candle flame. One last prayer for the sinner, nothing left to claim. Music artists worldwide, kings forget their fame. Sky becomes a cinema, slow frames breathe like frost.
I thought I'd die standing. And the bullet was just the final note. Snake Girl said fate don't pick sides. She lied. Fate picks whoever still believes in mercy. And mercy forgot my name a long time ago. But here I am, weightless in the ripple. The city lights bending over me like they're saying goodbye. I see their faces, all the ones I ghosted, all the ones I saved. Every deal, every betrayal, every whisper in the dark. It all looks the same from here. Maybe this is what it means to pay your dues. Not fire, not punishment, just remembering over and over until memory becomes silence. And silence ain't peace. It's the sound of your own soul closing its last deal. And now that it's gone, maybe I finally see who I was.
With ice in my veins, in the dead of the night, let that boy hang. Then I dropped him from sight, a Rolex on my wrist, glinting in the darkness. Took aim from the top, hit him twice for sharpness.
Funny thing, death don't feel like ending. It feels like knowing the story finally made sense. So if you hear my name whispered in smoke, don't pray for me.
You finally understand the story. Good. Now let me end it.
When engines speak, the world goes mute. Sparks on asphalt, danger hum. We two poets on the run. One glance froze me, twice broke time. Leather chrome, Rolex near. Past dissolves, but the truth remain. In the lanes of destiny, she's playing my game. Love in the lane and the crime still rhyme. Bollywood in motion, thriller in pace. Her wheel spin verses in the heat of my chase. All meets black, eyes like daggers, smile like flame. Her turquoise flame at the edge of my sight. Street to stadium, our love will ignite. Two Ferraris neck and neck in the fight. No artist, no poet, just gangsters at play. The Ferrari my canvas, this beats my chain. This ain't just a car, it's a scripture divine. Each RPM, another biblical line. This ain't no meeting, this is fate's collide. Her laugh a chase, crowded up like a Shakespeare stage. Love sonnet on a modern page. Romeo leather and Juliet steel, drifting a verse that gods can't feel.
They thought I came to race. I came to erase. When I turn that corner, boy, you better pray. Shift gears, kill fears, leave dust in your face. Chrome heart, no grace. Pedal down, no trace. I'm the queen of the smoke. Welcome to my place.
Ain't no mercy in reflections, just faces I buried in gold light. Chrome whisper talking to me, saying, you chose this fight. I see her eyes in the smoke drift, soft like dawn, but love don't live long where the safety's gone. Flashback, rooftop, rain on her wrist. Rolex time froze, bullet kissed the mist. Now it's me, just me, and the echo I made. Gun heavy with memory, dreaming in steel. Picture of her smile makes the trigger feel real. I blink, she's gone. City hums in vain. Every light outside spelling out my pain. Bass fade, clock tick returns. Money rolls, liquor glow, false paradise shine. Every sinner got a verse, every verse got a line. And mine, it's written in smoke.
Shakespeare staring, soliloquy in chrome. Yet your love like guides my way. Neon mirrors cut, she appears in my view. Turquoise Ferrari, dripping fresh like dew.
My lane's got flames, your crown's in chains. I crashed through fame, no love in the game. I don't play for the money, I play for the name. Adrenaline queen, got gas in my blood. Streets don't forgive, they just show love in mud.
Gangster poet, it's now my turn. Ride slow, dash glow, time froze, eyes low. City in the rear view, mirror got cycle. Grip tight, shift right, tick light, Rolex, love in the barrel, baby war in the cortex. Bass hit, lane split, plain drip, no fair. Every verse heavy, like a chandelier. She waved that flag, black flash, chrome sigh. Both of us agents, both gonna die. Who shot love, echo in the smoke. Every kiss a contract, every word a code. Romance and danger, in the gear I ride. Midnight canvas with my destiny signed. Speed paint strokes on the edges of my mind. Every lap is life and death. Bars exhale with piston breath. The world behind is blur and smoke. Past meets present in the rhyme of rhyme. Ferrari whisper, leather with my palm steady slip.
You talk that talk, but I drive that pain.
I roll through memories, gears in prayer. Heaven on standby, devil in the air.
You got words, I got wheels, that's sin on sin.
Canvas dissolve, my silhouette alive. Every drift, just building tight. Every crash, near love will ignite. Her turquoise ghost, ahead by hair. I chase with verses, I chase with stare.
You talk in verses, I drift in bars. You rhyme about power, I drive it in. Bang that clutch, king, your reign too thin. I don't spin, I win.
The front ahead is the verse we spoke. Gangster's heart in a lover's game. When the flag drops, baby, pride don't bend. You can start a war, but you can't stop the end. Gaslight hum, night trip, gold tint, chrome grin. Angels on the dashboard argue who's gonna win. Drift in the heat like a ghost in gear. Truth in my rear view lies right here. City pulse slow, gun smoke perfume. Love in the rear seat, fate in the room. Heart rate jazz, brake pad blues. Every scar broadcast on midnight news.
Diamonds on my wrist, but my hand's still rough. You pray for luck, I call that bluff.
Black flash, chrome sigh. Both of us agents, both gonna die. Orange growl beast, I slam the gear. Turquoise shadow, whispers near. Catch me baby, love's a race. Her voice in the wind.
While I'm calm, supreme, gasoline and steam. When I stop, I gleam, born to scheme. Don't blink, boy, I'm the street's queen. You thought it was a race? Nah, it was fate. Remember my name when your crown's too late. Tolisha, the silence that don't wait. Streets don't love, they just calculate.
Wheels like chapters, speed like ink. We write our fate before we blink. Neck and neck, side to side, asphalt thunder, ocean tide, motor sonnet, gangster rhyme, love in danger, beating time. I could crash, I could fly, with me now I cannot lie.
Bang that clutch, king, your reign too thin. I don't spin, I win, let the smoke begin. Chrome scars, night wars, tinted cars. I'm the silence that breaks guitars. You rap, I race, that's who we are. See that flash in my rear view? That's your dream.
Heart beat like a drumline for the dead. Tires scream truth, pistons confess. Gasoline smells like a holy mess. Who shot love? Echo in the smoke. Every kiss a contract, every word a code. Romance and danger, in the gear I ride.
Racers chase trophies, killers chase silence.
My bars in rhythm, with her in pursuit. Gangster love story, curse and charm. Poetry with pistons, heat and arm. City bowed down, smoke trail bright. The night cracked open like glass under thunder. My barrel still warm. She crossed my lane, reclaimed cold stare. It's still in her purse like a secret dare. Corner light flicker, truth turn left. I see her reflection when my faith got left. Mirrors don't lie, they just reply in sin. Rewind the day to the ghost walking. Steel nerves, every move carved in code. Silent storm when I slide on the road. Love and war in a moment pass. Every corner a verse, every lane a rhyme. She timeless flame in a gangster's time. Neon streaks cross, destiny weave. Love like fire in the night we leave. I see my soul in her dangerous eyes. Turquoise queen in a stallion fierce. Burn rubber truth in a verse that's pierce. Side by side we align on track. Destiny roaring, no turning back. Rally orange, white's my beast. Through smoke and mirrors, I carve my lane. Pain like petrol, still pumping my veins. Rolex reflection, seconds on fire. Bars like sermons, engines like choir. I thought the last flash was mine, till I saw the angle. Too clean, too divine. The smoke danced wrong, the body dropped right, and I knew someone else wrote the ending of my fight. Rolex reflection, seconds on fire. Bars like sermons, engines like choir. Tires whisper, secrets only ghosts can hear. Every breath tastes like gasoline, and victory near. I follow the scent, smoke, perfume, betrayal. Two killers, one bullet, one truth undone. Love and death just change cars tonight. Orange turned to black, flame turned to ice. I holster the heat. That black beast waits, purring like a confession. Every step echoes louder than sirens in sin. Every shadow asks, who pulled that trigger? Her or him? Her eye said mercy, her trigger said none.
I didn't know his name, but I knew the silence that followed him. We left that street behind, left the smoke, the echoes, the ghosts. Every time the tires touched the road, it felt like we were erasing the past 1 meter at a time. He didn't talk. He didn't need to. The hum of the engine was our conversation, and every shift of his hand on the wheel was a sentence. I leaned in just enough to feel his breath, and that was my answer. People think gangsters love chaos. They don't. We crave order, the kind you can only find inside a storm you control. The world outside was fire and sirens. Inside this car, there was heartbeat and gasoline. I tasted fear before, but this time it tasted like freedom. Every glance he gave the mirror felt like a promise, a silent oath that no one would ever look at me the same way again. The tequila burned less now, maybe because the fire had moved to my veins. His hand rested on the gear shift, steady, surgical, like every move had a price tag attached. I kept thinking about how many lives had crossed this road before ours. How many lovers turned to fugitives? How many endings looked like beginnings? The truth is, you stop counting after the first shot. After that, you just keep driving.
Going crazy. Please, I want my money. Know how I get that too.
Hola.
Hello, I speak to Hector, please.
Hector no se encuentra. ¿Quiere dejar mensaje?
Listen, you know I don't speak that shit,
Eso no
okay?
es mi problema. Tú
Listen,
eres el que me
bitch,
llamaste a mí.
you fucking tell
Vete pa'l
Hector
carajo.
I'm coming and sending my fucking desperados for him and you. Y'all fucking dead.
Stone, the code, the mind that froze the game, built diamonds out of fire, then branded M with my name. Logic's my hustle, silence my fame. Every formula's a weapon. I don't play, I aim. Chrome in my veins, data in my soul. Day, I melt truth down, turn lies into gold. Hector said, trust no one. I took that deep. Now every deal I make, somebody don't sleep. Neon on my jacket, blue light in my grin. I talk sweet science, but sin's my twin. World on the wire, I'm the glitch you fear when the screen goes black. No Stone was here. Professor Stone, Professor Diamonds, Professor Hustler, Professor Law, Professor Man.
Finally, you pick up. Listen, we've got a problem.
Your voice always ruins my evening. What do you want now?
That gunslinger freak, he's back in my lanes again. He's messing with my runners. My business.
You say his name like he robbed your childhood. You're scared of him, admit it.
I told you before, if he steps in my circle, people stop moving. Money stops moving. I stop moving.
He's not in your lanes. You're in his. That's why you're panicking.
And now, he's everywhere. Like he owns the road. Like he's untouchable. You said you'd watch him. You said he's harmless. You said he's just another street boy. Well, guess what? He's not harmless. It's ruining everything. I'm not losing my empire to some leather jacket poet with a gun.
Every time your business shakes, you call me like I'm your personal security guard. I'm not. He walks with purpose. You walk with fear. That's the difference. And don't assume you know what I like. I like men, not spoiled rich boys throwing tantrums.
I need you to do your job. Set something up. Pull him over. Raid the lanes. Hit the cars. I don't care. Stop him. Don't pretend you don't see what's going on. He's too comfortable. Too brave.
You want a raid? Fine, I'll handle it. But don't tell me how to do my job.
You like him, don't you? I hear it in your voice. You defend him like he pays your salary.
You think money impresses me? I've seen more power in that gunslinger's silence than in your whole family tree. This world doesn't move for boys like you. Remember that. I'll set the trap. I'll bring the cars in. I'll stall him long enough for you to breathe. But hear me clearly. If this blows back on me, I'm letting him take you out. He'd do it cleaner.
Whatever. I don't care about your crush. I want results. Do the raid tonight. Catch him in the race. End this. I'm done asking nicely. And when this is over, remember who keeps your pockets warm.
Don't call me again unless it's important. And don't ever mention my pockets. Lights off, badges on. Let's do this right. Engines still crying, wheels still burning. Street King's still flexing, but the tables are turning. Thought I was just waving that flag for your fame? Nah, baby, I was logging your name. Every mile you ran, I mapped it in chrome. Every whisper on comms I traced back home. You thought you were ghosts, too slick for the law. But I'm the silence that storms before the claw. I move like smoke, heels on concrete. Badge in my jacket, truth in my heartbeat. These wolves behind me? Ain't crew, they're code? Blue Steel brothers that reload when I reload. I've been deep undercover, playing your game. Laughing at your chaos, remembering names. Watched your bets, your races, your sin on repeat. While the city kept whispering, justice don't sleep. You built your kingdom on tires and pride, but every crown cracks when the queen's inside. See, I smiled when you crossed that line, 'cause I knew that line was mine. You see smoke, I see evidence burn. You see rivals, I see lessons to learn. You see victory, I see time served. I don't chase, I observe. The road don't forgive, it records. The same way the badge remembers the lords. You think you kings of speed and chrome, but this racetrack's my courtroom. This asphalt's my home. I'm the rhythm in the sirens, the calm in the raid, the bullet in the chamber that justice made. You thought I waved flags. I was loading my rounds. One pull away from burying your crowns. Time's up, drivers. Drop the pride, drop the keys. Drop the stories, drop to your knees. This ain't a chase no more, it's confession night.
Swallows. I know you're
every rearview mirror. Reflections don't lie, they repeat. That's what guilt does. Same scene, different night. You call it survival, but it's just another loop with better music. Do you even remember the first person you scared? The first person who looked at you and saw danger instead of a man? It never starts with blood. It starts with fear, and fear is a slow poison. It eats you quietly until there's nothing left worth saving. None of you ever choose this life, but the moment you wrap your fingers around that trigger, the world chooses for you. You can't hold death and expect to stay clean. Maybe clean is overrated, but it's rare, and rare is what keeps me doing this job. I see the ghosts behind your eyes, every single one of them. I just don't shoot them. I could book you for everything. The noise, the smoke, the fear. But I'd rather see what happens when a man like you runs out of reasons to run. The city's tired. Maybe it deserves one night without gunfire, so I'll give it that. Walk out before I change my mind. And if you're lucky, maybe the silence that follows you this time will mean something else. Don't waste it.
You want to know something about me? I don't steal because I'm hungry. I steal because the world owes me. Every scar on my face, every lie I swallowed, every man who tried to use me, they all built this moment. Tonight, it's Hector's turn. Don Dada trusted me. Big mistake. Trust is a rope, and I only use ropes to hang people. Pretty little rocks. Men kill for them. I just collect. They think I'm part of the family. I'm not. I'm the storm they never prepared for. God is testing me, and I never fail tests. People say guilt follows you. I walk too fast, guilt can't keep up. If they don't catch me, they die slower. Either way, someone dies today.
Hector, stop right there.
Freedom smells like petrol and cold metal. One push of the pedal, and I disappear. No more boss. No more orders. Just me, and a bag worth a kingdom. Like noise can save them. You should have kept your eyes open, Irmo. Everyone thinks they can outsmart me, but I'm not a man you beat with brains. I'm a man you die trying to understand. Now Dada will come for me, and your gunslinger will come for Dada. Everybody chasing everybody. The world spinning in bullets. Welcome to destiny.
You picked up quick.
I was driving.
Good. Listen, Deepak. The brat snitched. He called it in himself. He wanted you out of the picture tonight.
I knew it. Man folded quicker than paper.
I tried to pull you out. I was on duty, but Morgan was in charge. You remember Morgan, right? College, the one who used to stare at you like you were her final exam.
Don't remind me.
She wasn't letting you walk out.
She still lectures like she's marking papers.
Said she needed a word with you first. Said you walked too close to the line.
And what did you say?
That he walks the line because no one else can. She didn't like that.
Of course she didn't.
Deepak, the brat isn't done. He thinks you're still inside. He thinks tonight he gets the upper hand.
Prick never learns, does he?
Exactly, which is why I'm going shopping.
Shopping, babe?
I'm buying a bag, and inside that bag, we put the end of his chapter.
You're serious?
Dead serious. He wanted you off the board, fine. Now we flip it. Midnight drop off. Neon rally. Same place he snitched.
Alicia, this better be good.
It's Gunslinger good. I'll text you the details.
A turquoise smile, my rallies raw.
Deepak, don't be late.
This is gangster love folklore.
Rain doesn't wash sins. It just makes the night honest.
Hey, you lost, sweetheart. What's in the bag?
Souvenirs.
Come on, hop in. Street like this ain't safe for a pretty girl. You running from someone.
Listen to me, you stupid little brat. Shut the fuck up and get down.
Some nights end in chaos. Some nights begin with it. Pretty girls bite.
Put everything in the bag now.
You messed up. It's done. He had attitude.
And now, baby?
He's quieter. I saved you a bullet.
You're getting fast.
I learned from the best. Ever since I was a little girl, all I wanted to be is a gunslinger. Gunslingers come out to play. Round and round we go, till fate gets dizzy.
If I win, she's mine. If I lose, she's free. But the thrill in between is always eternity. No Shakespeare ending with a poison cup. Rolex glow, Ferrari cry, bars ignite London sky. Sparks fly cosmic, rubber sing, two Ferraris bound by the same string. Ghost of past, my queen in the midnight blur. Gangster poet, I seal this fate. Verse immortal, her love innate. My Rolex shouts with diamond cries. Her eyes respond like thunder in the sky. Rival and queen in the same disguise. Curse and blessing is just what's in her eyes. Nitrous spit, my soul on flame. Rhyme so real, you can taste the oath. Every line I spit, her engines reply. Love in the smoke, truth in the sky. She cursed me sweet, she blessed me cool. Boss mode on, Ferrari in full control. Rival or lover, I can't decide. Fate and fury in the same ride. My hand on wheel, her ghost in glass. Hustler in the lane where the fates collide. She's my Bonnie, wild with a gangster streak. Ferrari queen with a tongue that speaks. Every word honey, every look a knife. She cut through my gangster, bleed my life. Sparks in the tarmac, fate on the rise. Motorsport fire, my lungs exhale. Bars like pistons, stories unveil. All paint past, neon crown. Gangster love take victory round. Steering steady, my verses alive. From glitch to real, we both survive. Two Ferraris burn, two hearts collide. Gangster romance, immortal ride. Rolex tick, engine scream. Music artist worldwide, external dream. Dash reads 90, soul stay stop. But the hard press hard hill, the meters pop. Two flames of destiny cutting through the night. Motorsport gospel, crowd in awe. This is romance written raw. We ain't built for peace, we're built for proof. Two agents tapping in a living truth. Split second peace, then the world turns still. Flashback burns, everything we feel. This cockpit, my throne. His stained lust, his funeral fire. Street lights flicker like a pulse in the gutter. Every breath smoke, every plan undercover. No goodbyes, just gears and smoke. 'Cause love and death just switch tonight. City lights tremble when the engines wake. Two sisters in my orbit, both blessing and mistake. One walks silent with a storm in her eyes. One hides thunder in the calm she disguises. Fate wrote circles, round paths we take. And love turns violent when the truth might break.
Gunslingers, come out and play.
Three shadows dancing where the street lights bend. Her memory in the mirror, her heartbeat in the wind.
Little sister, you always take things that were never yours.
I ride through danger with a kingpin soul. Two queens in the smoke, and I'm losing control.
You're still running from the world that raised us.
I'm not running. I left.
One wants justice, one wants my name. Both want the fire, both play the game. Nights run heavy and the past draws near. Some bonds real, others carved through fear. And in the roar of the engine, the truth burns clear.
Bye, little sister. You can follow him. For now.
You don't chase destiny who you fear. So I grip that wheel with a sinner's grace. Two sisters, one wall, running out of space. But ride with me close and you'll see what's true. Some stories break hearts, some stories break you.
Liquid means rewind, a gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Hola, hermano. London's still breathing, eh? I hear your streets cold tonight. Muy frío. He took from me diamonds, guns, loyalty. Now I want everything back. And him? Gone. Quiet, preciso, sem piedade, no mercy. Sem pecado, sem perdão. No sin, no forgiveness. 4 men with him, £1 million. You keep the diamonds, puppy. Souvenirs from the dead. But you take this job. Your name goes in my ledger. And that book, it never closes. So tell me, compadre, you still got fire in your heart? You wanna dance with the devil one more time?
Let's dance. street goes still. Ride slow, dash glow.
Phone buzzing, deals buzzing, blood buzzing too. Hector never ran, boy, the streets know who. They say Hector owes, but who keeps the score? I turned ledgers to coffins, kicked down heaven's door. My henchmen don't talk, they translate with guns. One flash of chrome, and your legend's done. You come cruising on that bike like death in leather. But I've danced with worse, I outlived weather. I fed kings to the sharks, saints to the sand. I signed my checks in another man's hand.
Ghost mode, tinted soul, heart in stealth. No talk, I let actions translate wealth. He played chess with a king, risked his health. Now I'm riding with a purpose, like revenge itself.
You say you coming? Then come for real. Bring thunder, bring fate, bring steel. I'll be waiting by the gates with $1 billion in blues. Cause even the Reaper gotta pay his dues. Welcome to the Syndicate, if you can make it through.
A Rolex for the living, a slow clock for the dead. I hear their murmurs as they fall to the floor. Mirror in my wrist shows the time of deceit. Rolex ticks slow when your enemies meet.
Tell that rider, if he wants my crown, he better slow that engine down. The mansion's ready, the cigars are lit, and my diamonds don't flinch when the killers commit.
I'm moving through ghosts, past sins on repeat. Soul in the chamber, revenge in the seat. Good night.
You think this is a robbery? This is my city.
I don't bury bodies, I bury history.
Do you know what that costs? I'll bury you in my own garage.
Don't blink, I whisper. Even stars crash when they learn to fly. City don't sleep, but the block stays quiet.
Ah, Gunslinger. I paid for your death. My crosshair's a confession booth. One squeeze, I baptize truth.
Heart in a London frame, pack in my soul, big in my vein.
I built this empire with blood. You don't take from me.
Eyes on the corner where the whispers grow deep. Deals in the shadow that the rats don't peep. Cash smell heavy, trust melt like butter, and death write love notes in the sound of the shutter.
This ends nothing. You need men like me. Bang once, watch the hero fall. History don't remember who stood tall. Only who owned the shot, who owned the night, and who turned mercy into might. My words carved from bullets and sin. Even angels won't step in. heroes before? They come loud, they leave on the floor. You'll learn tonight what silence costs. Every hero plays when he's lost. I'm the storm that sells peace in diamonds. Your roar's loud, mine's timeless. I made widows rich and killers known. And tonight, boy, I reclaim my throne. You think your smoke scares me, kid? I coughed out fire before you hit.
Yeah, you ready for this?
You didn't come to win, but you came to prove something. The men like you don't fear death, but you fear being ordinary. That's it. That's the move you've practiced. There's pain, and you still don't know who you
Shakespeare's
are.
heart in a London frame. Motherfucker. Packing my soul. You know who I am. B.I.G. in my veins.
The gun won't save you before you turn it. You fight like a man who's already lost, but doesn't know it yet. Go on! Be who you really are.
Stay down.
On. Swing again. That's all you've got, isn't it? I can feel it. You don't know when to stop. A mistake pain for purpose. That's why you're still here. You don't want to survive, but you want to matter. That's why you keep getting back up.
Bass hits, lane split, pain drip, no fair. Every verse heavy, like a chandelier. Think you bad? Who's bad now? Whispers in the wind, but the silence is riot. He sent snakes, now the truth fully showed. Loyalty dies when your circle corrodes. Night shift mission, I don't flinch at any cost. Lines get crossed, then a life gets lost. Calm on the surface, like my veins are made of frost. When a man stands alone, then he learns what he's lost. Flip that coin, heads bleed, tails pray. We don't live once, we reload every day. Every victory cost me something I chose. She drinks like time, slow, unforgiving, divine, and every sip rewrites the crime. The agencies marked her, called her traitor. One wrong blink and the dark go violent. City breathing heavy, like it knows what I just did. Hector's ghost still warm in that concrete grid. But I don't flinch, I'm calm from a colder mythology. Pain taught me discipline, loss taught me geometry. Every step echoes, like the alleys saying my name. Touch the car's spine, a lone wolf silhouette, walking out of the flame. They see the hoodie drop back, gold streaks in my mane. That's not a hairstyle, that's the mark of the untamed. Boom, the universe distorts. My atoms break formation, like soldiers in court. I dematerialize slow, a legend dissolving into light, becoming more weapon than human, more storm than the night. The hood peels back my face, returning to the timeline, eyes glowing like they've stared down fate in a gun line. I ain't running from destiny, destiny runs from me. I bend loops, crack rules, fold times.
I knew you'd handle it.
You give the job, I finish the story.
That boy wasn't worth the bullet you gave him, but he needed the lesson.
Lesson delivered, class dismissed.
Crossing my line only ends one way, in the grave.
He wasn't ready for the truth.
No one gets saved in our world, son.
Then I stopped pretending anybody would.
We choose fate with every trigger we pull.
And I never hesitate.
And you pull cleaner than any man I've ever seen.
Clean shots, dirty world.
No, you're not just doing the work.
Say it then.
Well, you're doing my will.
And your will stays done.
And that's why you stay paid.
Speaking of.
Good. Consider this bounty executed and buried.
Already forgotten.
The streets will whisper your name again tonight.
Let them whisper. Fate travels faster than news.
Your legend feeds my throne. My throne stands because I groom killers, not soldiers.
Soldiers die waiting for orders.
Soldiers wait for orders. Killers like you understand destiny.
Been praying in the corner with my hoodie low. Candle flames flicker like they really know. Every sin on my back like a video. Life rewinding every crime on a sip. I ain't holy, but the streets give me rituals. Every scar on my chest feels spiritual. Every contract I took was political. Every bullet I dodged was a miracle. Yeah. I walk slow cause the dead walk with me. I breathe cold cause the pain still hit me. I see fate in the smoke when it drifted. And every soldier in the back know I'm different. Eyes on the tiles where the blood once spilled. Hot on the burner but the soul stayed chilled. You want the truth? Bro, the truth don't heal. It only shows you who you needed to kill. Wet boots hit the puddles like war drums. Carrying bodies of the men that the Lord shunned. 5 minutes long. Every step feel 100 tons. Every enemy I drop got a story I never sung. Ghosts walk heavy when the past ain't done. Shadow on my shoulder weigh more than a gun. Seen death stare back like he still ain't won. But I'm the man who fights fate till the fate gets spun. Rows of soldiers all staring like statues. None move, cause they know I don't ask to. I just do, and the sky turned black too. Even God look away from the path that I passed through. Carried him slow while I leak. Felt his heartbeat fade through my sleep. Never begged, but tonight he tried to speak. Told him karma don't talk, karma just eats. Verse 3, the drop. Placed him in the circle where the killers get named. Where the wicked find judgment and the righteous get blamed. He looked in my eyes like he still felt brave. But bravery don't matter when the sins go grave. Steel on the water made the ripples look cursed. Blade kissed his skin like it died of thirst. He whispered ghost, like he knew me first. But he ain't no ghost, only ghost worst. I told him, death ain't revenge. Lil' man, it's rent. Payment for the souls that you never repent. You wrote checks in blood, now the bank won't spend. And I'm the one they send when the angels bent. He cried in the puddle as the tide rose red. Tried to grab my arm, but the fear broke his breath. You ever seen a killer beg life from death? Yeah, that moment right there, best left unsaid. The cut, hand on his jaw so he faces truth. Blade on his throat like a stolen youth. Blood hit the ground, made a perfect loop. Circle of the scenes that he ran straight through. I ain't flinch when his heartbeat stumbled. Ain't blink when his whole world crumbled. He fell silent, the soldiers mumbled. Ghosts don't talk, ghosts stay humble. Cause this ain't murder, this is balance due. This is destiny collected from a man untrue. This is every last soul that he ran right through. Rising up behind me, saying finish what's due. So I finished, clean, cold, silent, true. I hit the marble cold, still kissing the ground. Blood in my breath, but I ain't macking the sound. Soldiers circle up, closing me down. But a gunslinger don't die, he just waits for the rebound. Knife on the floor, but my spirit stay raised. They got armor on their chest, but my mind got blades.
And destiny don't miss.
Destiny paid in blood tonight.
Blood clears the path, amigo.
And tonight, it paid in full.
Funds received, gracias.
Rest for now, Gunslinger.
Rest ain't in my dictionary.
But don't get comfortable. A storm is brewing. Bigger enemies.
Bigger targets.
Bigger money.
Then bigger firepower.
Bigger graves.
I'll start digging.
I don't call when I'm ready. I call when fate is ready.
My grip on the wheel is a grip on my fate. The moment I swerve is the moment I break. Street lights flicker like a pulse in the gutter. Every breath smoke, every plan undercover. Neon bleed on concrete. Angels hide behind the smoke. Echoes of his footsteps. every breath with a stroke. I watch his story flip through frames, rewind, reverse, replay. A life that made a ledger, now is due the final pay.
Hermano, listen, your girl's in the open. Alicia, she's at the location.
You sure?
Claro, I watched her myself. And Deepak, there's movement, bad movement.
I'm on my way.
Move fast, Hermano, before the vultures do.
She steps to the corner where Ali's kiss. I step to the curb where regrets persist. Finger on still, thoughts heavy like lead. Every choice burned red through the back of my head. She's out there somewhere, name never been said. But fate loved danger and the city loved dead. Silence my prayer for Ali, my church. Truth in the smoke, pain under the dirt. She fire in a hoodie, eyes cold, no smirk. Two hearts in a crossfire, destiny at work. I walk like thunder, but my words still creep. In a world full of wolves, even lions don't sleep. Two legends living because we stood still. Tick tick, dashboard dim. Flag falls, slow as the silence goes dim. Love took aim and mercy grinned. We didn't lose, we didn't win. Tick tick, write this down. Two agents chose to save a town. When history asks how legends end, say not with a shot, with a vow to amend. No mercy in my pockets, just a weight of gold and lead. Cross my chest, if I lie may I die. Feel the weight the city taught me hard. Loyalty's a stolen thing, and fate's playing a card. The world called her danger, I called her truth. She called me sin, I called her proof. Her eyes said everything, the guns couldn't speak. Strong on the outside, but the soul felt weak. We ain't Bonnie and Clyde, bigger than them. Two codes colliding inside my head. Camera zooms in, hand fight over still. Baby, war in the cortex. Bass hits, lane split, pain drip, no fair. Every verse heavy, like a chandelier. She waves that flag, frame freeze, smoke bloom, both just there. I step from behind, shot tear in the air. One man yells, freeze. The street goes still, frame freeze, smoke bloom, both just there. He falls slow, gravity cry. He's silent, just heartbeat sky. Alicia's eyes wide, but no regret. Just wild youth fire I can't forget. I grab the bag, heavy with fate. Adrenaline clock, tick 808. We was broke but rich in adrenaline gold. She leans close and whispers, never stop. Her voice a trigger that never drops. Ferrari keys spin, raw ignite. We burst that block, a comet in flight. Sirens chase, but they're too slow. We ride through chaos like we own the show. Blue and orange streaks across frame. Two colors of guilt, one love, one flame. Tire scream, city blur. My hand on gear, hers on fur. She leans close and whispers, never stop. Her voice a trigger that never drops. We laugh through danger, kiss through crime. Time froze, eyes low. City in the rear view, mirror got a cycle. Grip tight, shift right. Tick right, Rolex love in the barrel. Car behind flash, headlights glare. I glance in mirror, death right there. She pull her Glock from the glove box side. Aim steady, young queen with pride. One shot pop, tires explode. Enemy spin, whole wheel slows. We didn't cheer, just sped away. Just turned heroes in a reckless play. Corner light flickers, truth turns left. I see her reflection where my faith got theft. We laugh through danger, kiss through crime. Bonnie and Clyde in a modern time. Drive, she say, and we don't ask why. She walks through sirens, war storms like perfume. Velvet maroon dripping, sorrow and bloom. When the glass spins round and the lights collide, you see heaven blink in our eyes. The queen of the underworld, in love with her mark, and the whole damn sky forgot it was dark. But never seen a woman outshine the sun. Her eyes ain't blue, they thunder and bleed. Her soul's the storm every outlaw needs. City excels, lamps dim their crowns. Some wars end up as wedding gowns. Every kiss worth more than we'd ever hold. We ran the nights, two ghosts on fuel, breaking every rule like it was a duel. Love ain't mercy, love's a gun, loaded in silence, aimed at one. When she held me, the street went still. Two sinners baptized in affection. You could feel it, the weight of the world collapse, like the beat pulls between heart attacks. Her tears look gold under the streetlight glare. Her hands on my jacket like a midnight prayer. She said they'll come for us, they always do. I said let them come, they can die in twos.
Alicia, you think we don't see what you're doing? You move with killers, you breathe in their shadows.
My life outside this station is not your concern.
You swore to protect the law.
I didn't choose the streets chose me. You call him a criminal, I call him the only one who never lied to me.
You can't be a cop by day and a ghost by night.
Alicia, you can't live with a gunslinger and wear a badge. Choose your side.
The badge never saved me, but the gunslinger did.
Then listen carefully. Choose him or choose your badge.
They told us once that blood makes kings. They lied, blood just makes stories. I ain't here to sermon you. I'm here to tell the truth in steel and velvet. We lived by the bullet and we loved by the bullet. The same hand that took life held mine and made me soft. Don't get it twisted. Soft don't mean weak. Soft means I know how to break and still beat. I'm sitting in a dark room and the world outside keeps dying. Each knock on the news is a pulse in my veins. They call it cleaning house, I call it arithmetic of sin. For every ledger they kept on us, I kept a ledger in my bones. For every mother's cry, a name etched deeper in the world. We didn't wake up one morning and decide fate. We wrote it line by line with fire.
But love don't file paperwork. Love comes later. Rain taps the glass like a countdown to destiny. One knock, one breath. Shadows in symmetry. City lights flicker, hum of engines and prayer. Chrome reflections whisper, he's finally there. Door opens, footsteps out. Heel hits water. The street replies splash, echoes in time. Leather-gloved heart beats steady. Rhythm of a crime. Every drop mirrors memory, every reflection truth. Tonight fate's not chasing me, I'm chasing youth. Camera trails his silhouette through liquid glass. Liquid spills color, blue-orange brass. He walks like vengeance wrapped in calm desire. Every puddle a portal, every step a desire. Each light a memory, each breath she once stole. She moves like rhythm, he mirrors her flow. The city holds her breath, the rain begins to slow. A glance electricity, silence turns loud. Two ghosts meet mid-street, away from the crowd. He raises a hand, not to claim, but to feel her breathless trembles. The world begins to kneel. I touch her face. I speak verses no poet could define. In that frame, eternity aligns. Flash of light, now glass walls surround. City beneath him, diamond sound. A ring glints between their hands. Silent vow. What started in the rain belongs to forever now. The skyline falls, thunder hums below. They return to the street in a cinematic glow. Kiss in slow motion, rain halos their faces. Love and danger trade places. We burn, we breathe, no ending, just Lights dim, reflections melt. Sound dies away. Only two silhouettes left to pray. I gave her the ring. The city stood still. 360 spin, like fate on film. Screen fades to black. Thunder turns to hush. In love and crime, there's always too much. It's immortalized.
Q030 motorcycle hit, headlights cut. He rides like thunder. My man on chrome, my heart in leather. When he looks at me, everything that ever hurt turns to weather. I used to believe in orders, in neat little boxes of right and wrong. But love came like a revolution and taught me a different song. I ain't naive. I know the ledger is heavy, the consequences heavier. But when he touched my face, the whole damn city felt tender. Q055, diplomats convoy hit. They taught me discipline. They didn't teach me how to hold. I learned to hold his hand in the moments the world was cold. We moved like thieves that keep a pastor's heart. Contradiction made secret. He says, we take what's ours. I say, we pay in hearts. That's the deal, romance written in ash and gunpowder. And guess what? It still blooms. Q120, warehouse fire, silhouettes fall. People ask how I sleep, like sleep is something I deserve. I sleep with one eye open and a prayer in my fist. But when he breathes into my neck, the prayer flips to promise. I promise him silence, he promises me tomorrow. We both know tomorrow is on rent. We pay with pain. The city collect receipts. That's the math. Engineer and convoy eliminated. The world that buys diamonds with spotless hands is full of dirty palms. Babies in caves, men with cracked laughs, scraping stones with nails. That's the origin of their wealth. They make kings with children's breaths, then sleep soft on satin sheets.
Listen carefully, because men like me don't speak twice. I didn't choose this path. This path chose me the day I learned the world only respects two things: silence and strength. I walked through fires that would have turned other men to ash. I buried my pain, sharpened my mind, and turned my heartbeat into a weapon. They whisper my name in fear, but fear was never my intention. Respect was, and when respect wasn't given, I took it. Every city has a king. Every king has a law, and my law is simple. Don't stand in my way. They say Singh is a lion. They're wrong. A lion hunts when he's hungry. I hunt when someone lies, when someone betrays, when someone forgets who runs these streets. I don't chase enemies. Enemies find me. And when they do, they learn something real quick. I don't raise my voice. I don't beg. I don't break. I step forward once, and the world steps back. So if you're still listening, remember this line for the rest of your life. Run if you want, hide if you can, pray if it helps. Because when Mr. Singh moves, destiny moves with him.
Listen close. I'll speak like the ledger speaks. Numbers never lie. Every trigger you pulled wrote somebody's last line. You think the city forgets?
Nah, the city saves receipts.
Names, faces, children's birthdays. They keep them like teeth in a jar. You took breaths from people. Those breaths didn't vanish. They turned into ghosts that learn the streets, learn the maps, learn the angles.
When a man dies because of your hand,
the world rearranges itself. There's a ripple in every family photograph, a crack in every wedding vow. Sisters sleep lighter, brothers learn a new fear. Mothers count seconds like rosaries. You don't only bury men, and you bury futures.
And the dead don't bury themselves.
They leave echoes for the living to follow. You came here with fire in your jacket and vengeance in your teeth. You wanted freedom like men want breath. immediately without tax. But freedom's not a package you steal and walk out with. Freedom is a sunrise you earn one quiet morning at a time. And for men like you, men who stacked bones the way others stack bricks, the sunrise comes slow, or not at all. I've been the keeper of debts long before you learned to load a gun. Men come to me with blood on their souls and ask, how do we stop the chase? They look at me like I control the wind.
Authorities are now confirming what many feared. This is the work of two highly trained individuals, known only by their code name, the Gunslingers. Both suspects remain unidentified. Faces concealed, movements precise, military-level discipline. They appear on camera for seconds at a time, and every time they do, someone dies. We have just received a police directive. Information required. Shoot to kill. Repeat, the city is now under a red alert manhunt. Stay with us. Stay inside. Residents are urged to stay indoors. If you see either of these individuals, do not approach. Repeat, the city is now under a red alert manhunt. Stay with us, stay inside, and pray they don't come to your street next.
Here's the truth in plain numbers. I can make your enemies vanish from their corners. I will turn 100 tongues quiet. I will give you the illusion of streets that don't whisper your name. But to buy that illusion, someone has to be heavier than you. Someone has to be the sacrifice on the ledger. You don't get freedom for free. Someone will go cold, so you can walk warm. And I will not lie. The first blood you shed after our bargain will be the loudest. You sign for peace, you sleep for a season, and then the hunts begin. You think you only hunted men who deserved it? Maybe. But children and debts and mothers remember. And they collect with patience.
Once a gunslinger, always a gunslinger. That's the law the streets learned long ago.
You can cut throats, you can burn mansions, you can silence men with cash and steel. But the map you drew of people's grief keeps redrawing itself with every action you take. So, you come to me asking for a mercy I'm not made to give without balance. You want me to stop the hunt on you and your people. You want to walk the town and not flinch at every scream. I tell you now, if I can walk those streets unafraid, if I can pass a child and not see a ghost that knows your name, then I will call off the smaller dogs. I will burn the lists. I will make the calls. I will put salt on the trail. But understand, the cost of that peace will be counted in ways you will taste. Houses, engines, men, names. Something will be taken to pay the silence. You ask if I can give you freedom. I can only trade it. Freedom for freedom. One life cleanses another's shadow.
You want your brothers to breathe again? Then you must trade my fear for their freedom.
If I can never look over my shoulder, if I can walk free in my own skin, then I will silence those coming for you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We decided to burn that ledger so the smoke would purge the lies. And in the smoke, I learned the sweetest thing. That saving you is not mercy, it's war. After that, there are no more speeches. Only movement. Only names being crossed out, without ceremony. The men in the car never saw the ledger. They only felt it close. Steel to skin. Breath to silence. Some dots are collected quietly. Others need witnesses. Johnny Too Bad liked to smile for the streets. liked to believe noise meant power. Power is what's left after the echo dies. Maybe, but vengeance is the language of the small. We speak in erasure, wide strokes. We empty vaults of names that bought their grace with other people's graves. Names that put price tags on human souls. I take those price tags off and write funeral songs. It's ugly, it's honest, and it's the only prayer left to us. The police badge didn't save him. Neither did the uniform. Neither did the lie that he was on the right side. Everyone thinks the law is a shield. It's just a signpost.
This is not mercy. This is bookkeeping. We do the math, we perform the cuts, and then we accept the tremor that follows. You wanted me to save you from the man with a badge, from the judge, from the hungry boys with bounties. I can do it, but it'll start a series of funerals, not endings.
You don't hear the shot that matters. You hear the absence that follows it. By the time the sirens arrive, the story has already moved on. Engines start. Lights cut through rain. The city pretends it didn't notice. And then there's you, still breathing, still standing, thinking this was about survival. It never was. This was about momentum. You don't outrun the hunt. You redirect it. You don't erase the past. You stack it behind you and keep writing. Every mile you travel together adds weight to the myth. Bonnie and Clyde didn't die young because they were reckless. They died because they were unforgettable. And you're not running. You're choosing the road that makes the least noise until it's too late to stop. The war doesn't start with a gunshot. It starts with agreement. And once it starts, it doesn't care who you love.
You said you wanted to be happy after all the ruin you caused. Happiness is not a thing you demand. It's a chance you earn when the ledger balances. If you want peace, hold your hand steady and watch me write your name where debts are paid. But hear me clear, Gunslinger. The day you walk these streets without flinching, that is the day I will stop looking for shadows. Until then, you live with the weight you made. I am not your absolution. I am the one who trades in it. If you accept, we begin. If you refuse, the world does what it always does. It teaches you, hard, so choose. Sign for the bargain that bleeds quiet, or keep your lawless crown and die with it. I don't promise safety, I promise an exchange. I promise the machinery I own can be used to change your fate. For a price. Decide now, because men who delay only make the ledger louder.
You're shaking inside, aren't you? I can smell it.
You smell fair. Good is yours.
You walked in like you owned the place.
Breathe slow. It's your last quiet moment.
I see through darkness.
You talk loud for someone already buried. Keep staring. I want you to remember who ended your story.
Legends don't scare me. They disappoint me.
I walk into fire. You walk into mistakes.
Only one of us matters.
This corridor, it chose me. You're just a visitor.
Point it. I've stared down worse than you.
You think I'm here to threaten you? No, I'm here to finish you.
If you were going to shoot, you'd have done it already.
Your confidence is cute. Your fate is not.
Go on. Pull it. I'm bored anyway.
Legends don't talk. They execute.
Don't do anything stupid.
Funny thing about endings, they only scare people who still believe in tomorrow. Glass floor, cold lights, breath don't run. Silk moves, still hums, hands on the gun. Full faith circle, truth weighs a ton. Silence after sin louder than the gun. Stage of mirrors, curtain up, wet stage, neon on the glass. Shadow in a tutu, future in a stance. Black mesh, silver corset, elegance with heat. Metronome, heartbeat, ticking under, point feet. I step from the right, leather drips like rain.
Streets raised me, they don't forget their children.
Rolex flash, time's edge diamond vein.
Where kings lost their crowns, and the fearless got broke. Where every scar whispers the names I forgave, and every street corner remembers the brave. I seen angels turn killers for diamonds and sin. I seen devils find mercy, they hid deep within. I watched the city bleed stories the world never heard, and I carried their ghosts in the fold of my word. The boy that you fear, he was carved out of night, raised by the silence that swallowed the light. Destiny chased him, but he never ran. He learned to load bullets with the will of a man. I stood in the shadows and trained him with pain, where loyalty burns hotter than venom or flame. And when the world crowned him outlaw and thief, I crowned him a king in the court of belief. But fate's got a habit of twisting the brave. It hunts every gunman who learns how to save. It kills with a question, revives with a spark, and writes its best story in alleys of dark. So tell your boss quiet, the chapter begins. Tonight I return for the child of my sins. I walk with a limp made of secrets and smoke.
Are you lost, old man?
I've walked through storms your father never survived.
This plot is not for wanderers. I didn't think you still walk the streets, old man.
Because everything else is collapsing on schedule, we rise back into the night. Before the city finishes screaming, rope gone, window sealed. We were never here. Later, engine roaring, streets tearing past us.
Step out of the shadow like the city's last breath. Singh staring at me like he's flirting with death. Ferrari red humming like a warning from the sky. He said, come test me. I said, bro, I'm the exam. He reached for his blade. I reached for the man. His turquoise beast, revving like it's ready to die. Crowds froze up silent like they paid for the view. Every street light flickered like it somehow knew. One hero walks home, one ghost stays back. Destiny designed to negotiate when it's in black. Singh tried, stepping in bold, chest wide, blaze raised. I moved in clean, like a shadow with a name. Whole street watching like the night was staged. He swung too wild, no discipline, no aim. My leather jacket flexing, still screaming in the air. Sunglasses shaking, cause he knew I wasn't scared. He tried pushing pressure, but his wrist lost fire. I said, you're not built for this. Retire.
I ride alone, but not lonely now. Wine teaches me how to live somehow. Every mile peels another layer gone. I don't belong to fear. Fear moved on. Alicia, build the invite. I didn't run to forget you. I ran to become someone who could stand next to you without shaking. I needed to know. I wasn't just surviving you. I was choosing you. So if you hear this engine call, it ain't escape. It's arrival. I cleared the road. I paid the toll. There's room for two inside the soul. Wind in my jacket, city falling back. I don't look over shoulders, I've been past that. Every mirror I broke taught me how to see. Freedom ain't loud, it hums quietly. I wore a badge, wore lies, wore steel at night. Held truth in my mouth, never bit it tight. They asked me to choose, said love's a crime, but they never loved under red street signs. I've been pulled into rooms with no windows, asked to betray blood with clean words and symbols. I smiled, nodded, learned silence is sharp. You don't scream in storms, you become the dark. I seen cartels pray, seen officers beg, seen men with power still fear what I said. Every order they gave came wrapped in fear. They don't want justice, they want me clear. I learned fast, freedom don't come from law. It comes from surviving the ones who write it all. I broke protocol, I broke my name. I broke nights wide open just to breathe again. Every body I helped fall wasn't rage. It was math, it was erasing a cage. You don't cut to enjoy, you cut to escape.
The water forgives, I don't.
Gunslingers come out and die.
It's so funny. We don't drown, we hunt.
Don't float away, darling. Descend with dignity.
I ain't running out of breaths, just targets. Bomber Clark, you wanna come test me?
This bullet's been waiting for your name.
I don't rush bars, I let them breathe. Heavy talk, slow walk, pressure on the beat. I've been quiet too long, learned power don't scream. It whispers in rooms where the exits ain't clean. I've seen kings fold over numbers they trust, seen brothers turn ghosts over promises crushed. Everybody wanna eat, nobody wanna weigh cost. Till the bill comes stamped with a name you just lost. I ain't loud with it, I'm precise. Every move measured like dice on ice. One roll changes, one blink rewrite. This ain't luck, this is discipline, right? I don't chase peace, I invoice it. Every step forward, somebody pays for it. No halos here, just balance sheets. You want quiet streets? Then blood runs deep.
I did it for us, I did it for space. Now the city feels smaller, sirens feel late, streets stop whispering, eyes hesitate. I ride past corners that used to bite, same asphalt, different night. I don't flinch now, I glide instead. Freedom tastes like not being read. Snake burn lists, erase the trail, turned hunters into fairy taleys. I paid my price, I felt that weight. Peace came slow, but it showed up straight. I ain't innocent, I ain't clean. I just survived what I shouldn't have seen. And I won't apologize for breathing free. They wanted my soul, I kept it with me.
Alicia with me, badge by day, steel by night. I say truth, even when lips gotta lie. She loved me knowing it, come with a toll, knowing every kiss put a mark on her soul. They pulled her aside, choose your side. She stood still, didn't blink, didn't hide. That's when I knew this ain't romance or fate. This is two people betting heavy on hate. Rain on leather, neon-soaked vows, sirens in distance, still dancing right now. City watching, camera fade, but love don't know what the system says. Snake said, nothing free, peace is traded like currency. You want silence? Somebody loud, gotta fall. You want clean sleep? Somebody haunt your walls. I ain't asked twice, I already knew. This game don't bend, just cause you do. I signed the truth, without pen or page. Some contracts, carved into DNA. I don't chase peace, I invoice it. You want the calm? Somebody pays for it. No fairy tales, no hero shit. Just consequence, moving with ownership. Ropes burn palms, drop silent, not sound. Vault door breathe like it's been waiting for us down. Diamonds stare back, cold, arrogant, pure, like they know what the cost will endure. Guard froze, she didn't. One flash, then scatter. Gravity panic, future told. That wasn't murder, that was arithmetic. Subtract the problem, remainder is silence. Now I play in front of crowds that clap. They hear triumph, I hear relapse. Every note weighted, every chord taxed, farm just a spotlight, unfinished acts. Kids remember names, mothers remember screams. Time don't erase, it just edits those scenes. You burnt one house, 10 more appear. Grief got patience, grief doesn't fare. You don't outgrow the life, you outlast it. So the diamonds ain't flex, they exit plans. Buying distance, not bigger demands. Not rich, not invisible, that's the goal. No headlines, no ghosts, in control. One last move to disappear. Clean where sirens don't finish thoughts in your dreams. If freedom exists, it don't come free. It just changes hands, carefully. I ain't proud, I ain't sorry, I'm aware. And that's heavier than us both. And that's heavier than both.
Above the city, where sirens sound like lullabies and promises expire before sunrise, there is a moment where nothing moves except trust. That's where we start. Suspended between glass and gravity, between headlines and history, I feel your breath steady my pulse. No fear, no doubt, just the quiet agreement that if one of us falls, the other follows. They call that madness. Where we come from, that's love. The rope hums. The wind cuts. The city watches without seeing. We descend slow, two shadows sliding down a future that never planned for us. Inside, the vault breathes different. Cold, heavy, like money dreaming of being worshipped. Steel walls, red eyes blinking, cameras pretending they're gods. Then I see it, the diamond, not shining, measuring. Every lie, every scream, every bargain, locked inside its cut. You see it too. I feel the shift in you, the calm that comes right before the world rearranges. This isn't theft. This is recognition.
She was built from bullets and government files, but when I touched her cheek, she forgot those trials. I ain't no savior, I'm a shadow in chrome, but she looked at me like I was home. She seen kings beg, she seen angels fall, but in my arms, she forgot it all.
A guard steps out the dark. One mistake, with a uniform on. He looks at you like beauty means mercy. He doesn't know you survived rooms where mercy never showed up. He reaches. You finish the conversation. The shot lands clean. No echo, no drama. Just truth entering flesh. The body folds. The building wakes. Diamonds scatter across marble, like they're trying to escape their own history. Alarms scream. Lights bleed red. The vault remembers what it's for. We move now, fast, precise, inevitable. Hands fill with futures. Pockets load with consequence. I grab your wrist, not to stop you, to anchor myself to something real.
see her spin? That ain't grace. That's pressure dressed thin. Every step is a fall she caught before it could begin. Balance? That's just panic, moving elegant. Pain, trained to look delicate. People clap for the surface, never the fight underneath it. They love what they see, not the cost to keep it. She ain't floating, she's negotiating gravity. Every second alive is a deal with reality. And you still trust like the world don't change. Same heart, same rules, same range. Even when the room flips, you stay the same. That's why they circle you. Not love, just aim. And her? She don't rush. She reads the room slow. Eyes don't blink. Mind already know. She don't chase moments. She lets them grow. Then steps in quiet, like she built the flow. Some people don't ask. They replace. No sound. Just take the space. No war, no chase. Just presence. Rewriting place. You won't clock it when it starts. No alarms, no sparks. Just a shift between the parts. And suddenly, you're missing pieces you thought were yours from the start. Not taken, replaced. Not lost, erased. And by the time you feel it, you already gave away your place.
I think about that diamond, how cold it was, how heavy, and how small. They'll call this greed. They'll call it crime. They'll call us names that fit their fear. They won't say devotion. They won't say loyalty. They won't say two people choosing each other in a world that demands blood for balance. If the hunt starts tonight, let it start on us. We didn't steal the diamond. We stole tomorrow.
Alicia's on the left with a look that stings. History in her eyes, secret in her wings. Drop your gun. Ballerina, still like a threaded line. Hood in the rafters, tasting fault and time. Every breath choreographed, every frame a code. Guns stay locked, continuity locked. Amber blue halos paint the war undone. We don't speak in English, we speak about to with a gun. Ribbon in the haze, metal in the palm. She moves like a warning, written into calm. Spin to sidestep, mirror so precise. I pivot to the music, gamble loaded dice. Slide click once, camera drinks the glow. Trigger hand steady, but the story moves slow. Officers in the shadow, whispers on her tongue. Falcon in the rafters, where the legends hung. Ballerina advances, ankle sheath low. Disarm like origami, grace flows slow. Nobody falls, just gravity restrained. Crescendo with no crash, thunder with no rain. Tension like glass, about to come undone. If silence is a language, we're fluent with a gun. I line on the corset, center mass truth. I say trial, lips say proof. She lines back at me, no tremor in the wrist. Cold light kissing where the edges twist. Alicia aims from the left-hand side. Not mercy, not malice. Just choose your tide. Hood behind bodies, wind in the hood. 2 barrels of history, misunderstood. We freeze like saints, made of tungsten smoke. Every lie we told stands up and smoke. The floor writes scripture under heel and run. 4 fates are aiming, destiny's got a gun. No bang, just breath like a held red sun. The quiet pulls trigger, time comes undone. Red blue skylight, badges cut the dark. Hands lower slow, justice leaves a mark. Hood drops her gun, debt paid by a star. Ballerina excels, truth hangs in her hair. We all stand down, chords find key. White beam fall, for a second we're free. Camera spins wild, gold bleeds blue. Faces blur, mirrors crack truth. 4 edits race, all clocks outrun. Each frame says maybe, none say done. Cops lean close, no echo, no crowd. Falcon he says, like thunder, soft and loud. Logo in the puddle, wings on the floor. Every mode we made, led back to that door. Hood nods once, Alicia blinks twice. Ballerina, well, she's still rolling the dice. The game's not the same anymore. The old rules don't apply. Boss mode runs this now.
Remember they used to smoke, but now they black, right? Things changed on this side. Remember they used to smoke, but now they black, right? Things changed on this side. Remember they used to smoke, but now they black, right? Things changed on this side.
The game's not the same anymore. The old rules don't apply. Boss mode runs this now.
Remember back in the days when niggas had waves, gazelle shades and cornbread.
When I was young, we were only dreaming big.
Pitching pennies, honeys had the high top jellies, shooting skelly, motherfuckers was all friendly.
Cold nights in the streets, building plans like kids.
niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me, talk slick, you get your neck slick, quick, cause real street niggas ain't having that shit. Toting text for wreck, smoking blunts in the project all wave, shooting dice all day.
I rose from the gutter, another world knows my name.
Don't flinch.
I don't flinch.
You talk too much. You've spent your whole life chasing ghosts, but you never once turned around to see the devil standing right behind you. Fate's watching. You think your father died a hero's death. You think he fell to some shadow assassin. No, the assassin was there. He raised the weapon. He aimed for the kill, but he never fired. I did. Beat. One heartbeat. Your old man. That noble, straight-spined, by-the-ledger gunslinger. He disgusted me. Always preaching loyalty. Honor the rules.
You are a two-faced little fucking bitch.
He lived by the ledger. And worse, the ledger loved him for it. Gee, that old fossil. Adored your father. Saw him as the heir. Saw him as the future. Saw you standing beside him. But me, I'm the wild card. I'm the man they only call when they need something ugly done. And what happens to men like me in a world ruled by honor? We get forgotten. So I rewrote the rules.
You didn't rewrite anything. You just signed your name. The last page of your own ledger. And I'm holding the fucking pen.
For some fighting shit, we get hype and shit and start lighting shit.
Fake ones came and left, real ones stood strong.
When your father pointed his gun at that last target, I pointed mine at him. One squeeze, one echo in the alley, and the entire Gunslinger throne became empty. And the moment he fell, I knew the truth. Venturi's is old. The ledger can't protect him forever. And when he crumbles, the whole organization will need someone new. With your father gone, that someone was always going to be me. But then you crawled out of the ashes. You, with his eyes, with his fire, with his stupid, noble belief that truth matters. You meddled in every job, every deal, every move I made. You turned whispers into questions, questions into rumors, rumors into threats.
Pain hit my chest, but my faith held on.
So now, my boy, it's time to finish what I started. Your father died trying to protect the ledger. You died because you couldn't leave it alone. Tell your father I'm coming for the throne.
You wanna come test with me?
Listen, you fat motherfucker. Pull the fucking trigger. Or step back and admit you don't got the heart to finish shit.
Waiting for niggas to step up on some fighting shit. We get hype and shit and start lighting shit.
I've fucking had enough. You motherfuckers wanna take a piece of me? You wanna fuck with me? Fuck with my sanity? Now I'm gonna show you what time it is, you know. I'm gonna show you how real bad man is, yeah?
Turn round. This ends clean. One step, 1 second, and you're done.
Get in line. I've been ending men like you all day. It's time for you to pay. I fucking had enough. I'm ready for war. Yo, now listen to me now, my youth.
Look at you, standing there like the story owes you something, gun shaking like it wants permission. You think this is power? This is panic wearing steel. That same look, right before he understood that nobody was coming. He kept waiting for the room to choose sides, but rooms don't choose, people do, and the people already decided. Before he ever walked in, you know what his mistake was. He thought being good meant being safe. He thought silence was neutral. There's no neutral when money's listening. I didn't rush him, didn't threaten him, didn't raise my voice. I let him talk. Men always hang themselves when you give them time. He kept saying your name like it was armor. It wasn't.
Hello, motherfucker.
You wanna know something funny? I never planned to pull the trigger. Why would I? When loyalty was already loaded, she stood there calm.
She came to watch, I came to finish. Funny thing about balance, everyone believes in it, right up until they fall. My father died standing, you're gonna die begging. That's the difference between us.
No tears, no drama. Just aim. That's not betrayal. That's commitment. You see, family doesn't kill for hate. Family kills to keep the picture clean.
Listen to me, you fucking clown. You keep pictures, I keep promises.
Go on, shoot me, but understand this first. If you pull that trigger, you don't avenge him. You replace him. Same position, same confusion, same ending waiting. I'm not your enemy. I'm the proof that you were never meant to win this clean. And when she looks at you later and swears she did it for love, ask yourself why the truth still feels unfinished. Because some lies don't die with men. They live inside families.
Rewind, the gunshot means forward. You requested it. Ain't shit without our homeboys. Ain't shit without our homeboys.
पापी दिल को मैं रोक न पाई पापी दिल तेरा तोड़ न पाई पापी दिल को मैं रोक न पाई पापी दिल तेरा तोड़ न पाई तेरी मेरी.
We didn't win. We just stopped running. Some stories end with justice. This one ends with truth. And truth doesn't make noise.